Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So I've been hearing a little bit about Walmart's Mainstay yarn. Now if you follow me, you know I don't like Walmart's Mainstay yarn. Their regular 4-weight Mainstay. I really don't like it at all. That's just my own opinion. I know a lot of people like it. I don't like it. But I've been hearing that they actually switched companies and they're making it somewhere else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to Walmart and pick up a skein or two, and I'm going to compare it. I think I got some of the old Mainstay here. I'm going to compare it, and maybe I'll like the new better. So let's go check it out, see what we can find. Okay, I'm here at my Walmart, and it's really trashed, but I'm going to check out their Mainstay.
It is really trashed.
It is, and see where it's made. Okay. And see if I have the new ones here that everybody's talking about. Okay, let's check it out.
Made in China.
Made in China. See, the new ones that everybody's saying are made in Turkey. Now, none of mine are. So, do I have any new colors that are made?
In Turkey. Right here.
That's Red Heart.
Mainstays.
Oh, you found one?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe it's just
Mr.
certain
Bod.
colors. Good job, Mr. Bod. Is this pink one? Oh, it's Red Heart. So this one says,
Here's made in Turkey.
where is it? Am I missing it?
Here's made in Turkey.
Where are you finding it? It's probably right in front of me.
there.
Everybody sees it. Yeah. Okay, made in Turkey. The original ones are made in China. Maybe see, there's one made in China, so you just have to look. I don't know if there's going to be a difference in them, but I will take it home and we'll do a little review and compare the ones from made in Turkey versus the one from made in China. It looks like they have new colors actually, and the new colors are the ones that are made in Turkey. That's what it looks like to me. They are the same price, because these down here that still say made in China are their older colors. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against it being made in China. I just don't like the Mainstay yarn. But someone had told me that they switched manufacturers and now they're made in Turkey. And I just thought maybe the yarn is different. I'm not 100% certain, but that's why I'm going to do this review. I'm going to grab one of these up that are made in Turkey. Oh, that's the China one. And then I'm going to take it home and I'm going to compare it to one that I have at home. So I'll just go ahead with this green one. They're the same price still. Grab this green one. And I'm going to take it home and I'm going to compare it to the ones that are made in China. I don't know if it's really even going to make a difference actually. But we'll see. Okay, I have made it back with my Mainstay yarn. Now, here is the new one that I bought, which they have switched yarn facilities, I take it, and now this one is the one that's made in Turkey. And I have the exact same color here, and this one is the one that was made in their previous facility in China. So we're going to compare the two. So label wise, they look, let me pull my camera out and see if everything's the same. They look similar, you know, exactly the same on the front. They do both have the pattern included. Labels look a little bit different on the back side. It's just the way they're both 397 yards. They're both still, it's the same price, $1.97 for 397 yards, which is a heck of a deal. Yeah, everything else 100% acrylic. It looks the same, both machine washable and dryable. So the only difference is the facility at which the yarn was made. Now, I am one that never liked this Mainstay yarn. Now Walmart makes a bulky like 7 Mainstay yarn, and I like that one. I have made several things out of it. But this one that is the medium 4-weight, I never liked it. I mean, look at that. You can tell it. Look, I just never liked it because it just really felt cheap to me. Now the Mainstay was never lacking, in my opinion, it was never really lacking softness. If you compare it to Red Heart Super Saver as far as softness, it was softer than Red Heart Super Saver. But it just felt, to me, a lot of people like this, and that's fine. Remember, these are all my own personal opinions. But to me, it just felt really cheap, and I didn't like to crochet with it. That's all there was to it. I didn't like it. I hated it. And I hated that I hated it because I felt like people thought that I was just too good for it because it's cheap yarn. And that's not the case at all. I love cheap yarn, as long as it's a good quality. I spend lots of time searching for good quality cheap yarn. This Mainstay right here, the old Mainstay, it lacked quality, and I just didn't like it. But we'll try the new one out and see what it's like. Well, let's hold them together, see if we can see a noticeable difference. I can see it right now. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. The new one, which is right here, has a shinier sheen on it. Similar, not quite as shiny, but similar to Care-On Simply Soft. This is duller. It does not have that sheen. So there's a noticeable difference right now, I can tell. Can you see it in the camera? I don't know if you can see it with them both being green like that, but it does. This one, the old one, tends to be more a little woolly, more woolly looking, like fuzzy. Now this one is a bit, but not really, not really no different than any other yarn. This one seems like it's a bit fuzzier for some reason, the old one. And this new one is softer than the old one. This one was never not soft, but this one is, you can tell, is softer. It reminds me a lot of Care-On Simply Soft. Maybe not quite as shiny, not quite as soft, but the resemblance is there. And I'll put them together and show you. So this one is shinier, but this one has that sheen on it too. You can definitely see it, especially versus the old one. You could probably see it in the camera, but it does have it. And it's soft. And it's softer than the old one. Not quite as soft as the Care-On Simply Soft, but it's still a lot softer than the old one. I mean, it's soft. Now, I usually use this for my baby dresses almost all the time. The Care-On Simply Soft. I wouldn't hesitate to use this now, by the way it feels. Now, crocheting it might be different. I'll go ahead and crochet with it and see how it feels. But as far as just looking at it, first off, this is what I would compare it to. Minus a little bit of the sheen and maybe not quite as soft, but it's still soft enough that you can make baby clothes and stuff like that out of it. So let me move this over. So I got a 5.5, so I think that's what they said their recommended size is. So let's go ahead and give her a go. It's not bad. Centerfold's good, which is always a plus, but you know that's not a deal breaker even if it didn't. It's not really splitty. Maybe I could see maybe it could have the tendency to split just a bit, but it's not really. Nothing that's gonna be bothersome, even if it did split. I mean, it's not really splitting on me, but it might on some, but I doubt that it's gonna bother you that much if it did. It's nice. It's crocheting nice. You know what? I think I like this. Well, I definitely like it way better than their old Mainstay. That's for sure. 100%. I never liked that stuff. This one's pretty not bad. No, it's not bad at all, actually. So, yeah, I like it. I think they made a good move switching their manufacturing facilities around to Turkey. Now, if you look probably at some of your yarn at home, you'll notice a lot of branded yarns are made in Turkey. Turkey makes nice yarns. And a lot of them, you know, Red Heart, Limerand, Karen, they all got tons of yarns that are made in Turkey. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. And so it's really not really surprising that Walmart did this. I thought maybe they would come around and maybe try to up their game. I surely can't be the only one that didn't like their Mainstay. I know a lot of people did, and that's fine because it's a good yarn. It was a good yarn on a budget. But this one is even better, and it's the same price and the same amount of yardage. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come out just fine. So, will I buy this again? Heck yeah, I'm going to buy this again. I like it. And it's cheap. $1.97 for almost 400 yards. That's cheap. Way better than their old one that... I mean, nothing against... Please don't get me wrong. I have nothing against things made in China. I have tons of stuff made in China. I just don't like their yarn. Now, this one, new one, that they came out with, where they switched their facilities, they're made in Turkey, that's the one I'm going to buy. So that's my review. I think I like it. You know what this would be really good for too? You know, you're on a budget and you like to crochet for charity. At $1.97, 400 yards, you can't beat that. It's got enough softness. It'd be great for charity projects. You know what? I'm going to get some of this actually for when I do charity crochet, especially for my retreats and stuff, because it's a nice price. You get a lot, and you're not gonna lack any quality there by buying it cheap. I like it. I do. I like this new Mainstay. I'm happy with it. So I'll definitely be buying it again. I don't have no problem buying this Mainstay. I won't buy this one. So the old one, I never liked it. I won't buy it. But so right now at Walmart, it seems that they have both of them on the shelves. They're probably trying to weed out these older ones so they can come out, put all these new ones out on the shelf. If you look, it says 2017 Walmart, and these I think say 2018. So, you know, they're just coming out with them, and I'm glad that they did. I'm glad they switched facilities. I think that this is a way better yarn. Price is awesome, and I will buy it again. So that's my review. I like Walmart's Mainstay now. Their new ones, not their old ones. But yeah, I'll buy it again for sure. It's a good price. And, you know, it's got like that sheen on it. It's nice and soft. It crocheted nice. It didn't really split. It kind of made me feel like I was crocheting with a normal yarn, you know. This one made me feel like I was crocheting with something really cheap. Then I didn't like it. But I do like this one. So that's my review. Yeah, I like it. Let me know in the comments if you tried this Mainstay that's made in the different facility, Turkey. And if you think there's a difference between this one and their old one. Let me know what you think. I myself can tell a very, very noticeable difference. Not only by just looking at it right off. This has no sheen. It's not as soft. This is nice and shiny, and it's softer. This one looks kind of woolly kind of. This one's pretty much looks like a normal skeiny yarn. Crochet like a normal skeiny yarn. So yeah, let me know if you've noticed a difference between the two, if you've tried them. And if you have, do you like this one better, the newer one in their new facility in Turkey, or do you prefer the old version in in their old facility? I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. I always read everybody's comments about my yarn review, so yeah, I'd really like to know what you think about it. So remember, if you haven't tried it and you want to, after watching this review, when you go to Walmart, remember you want to make sure you get the correct one, because it does appear both of them are still on the shelves. Hopefully they'll get some new colors in. It looked like they might have had a few new, but the Mainstay is limited on colors, but maybe since they switched their facilities, they're gonna, you know, up their game and get a lot more colors in, which would be ideal for them. I think with this, the new yarn, with the way it is, being a much better quality in my opinion anyways, if they put out new like a lot of colors like Red Heart Super Saver, I really think people will choose this one once they try it over the Super Saver. So that's just my opinion. Remember, if you have the means, I always recommend you just getting a skein and trying it out for yourself, and let me know what you think about it. I always like to hear everybody's thoughts. So thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye.